Hey Nick,
Hey,
what is your mega book of the summer?
I'm glad you asked. Francois Rabelais' Gargantua and Pantagruel. It is a very big book of the summer. I got it at a used bookstore for $8, thinking it was a really good deal per page. It's a Renaissance epic about the noble giants Gargantua and his son Pantagruel and their misadventures. Rabelais often compares his books to fine wine, and indeed they are.
My mega book this summer is a book called Lies and Sorcery by Elsa Morante, who is an Italian novelist. I mean, if the title isn't enough to seduce you, if you're an Elena Ferrante fan, you should definitely listen up. In Lies and Sorcery, we're taking on this vast mythic journey by a kind of unreliable, semi-crazed, and pretty reclusive narrator named Elisa, who spins this crazy vast story of her own family's history.
This book contains some of the most beautiful and propulsive writing I've read in a while. It's by Jonas Hassan Khemeri. This is the first book he's written in English, actually. He's a Swedish writer, and it's called The Sisters. It's about, spoiler, sisters. There's 3 of them. It's like Charmed, but less magic, a little more gay. And I know I like it because I've been carrying it around for so long, and I don't mind the back pain.
I am reading A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I have heard quite a lot of controversial opinions about this book, so I'm really excited to have my heart broken or love it.
So I happen to have these 3 books right here. They're all by the British historian Eric Hobsbawm. You know, I'm drawn to this idea of taking like the grand view of history and seeing the overall sweep of things, and I feel like the beach would be the perfect place to do that.
My mega read of the summer happens to be Anna Karenina, which I serendipitously came across when I moved into a new apartment, and I feel like that's sometimes how a big book finally happens, is it's the one that's there.
A Life of Barbara Stanwyck, still true, 1907 to 1940, which is an 1,000-page biography on Barbara Stanwyck's life. To which you may ask, is 1,000 not enough? And I would agree with you because I have already read this book twice.
Secondhand Time by Svetlana, the fall of the Soviet Union, and there's just these incredible stories about how people grapple with being, I think she says, from socialism as though it was a country, which just sort of suddenly stops existing. A really kind of great thing to get lost in for the summer.